Hey, what's going on? Doug here, coming at you from Vancouver Island, Canada. This is the first video I've made in about 5 months, and I'm not sure why I stopped in the first place, but let's try it again. It's kind of difficult for me. I stay home. I don't go out all that much. I'm not an invalid or anything. I've been sick over the last few years, but I'm an introvert by the best definition. Probably a real introvert. Most people that I know think I'm kind of from, living in the mountains, having nobody around. I've done that. I've lived up north. I've lived in the Yukon. I've lived in the northern spheres of Canada. I've lived in Newfoundland, Iqaluit, Nunavut. I lived there for 3 years. And now I'm on Vancouver Island. It's the best place in Canada. It's California of Canada, really. We don't have much snow in the winter. More likely, this last winter, we had 2 weeks of snow. And that really bugged the hell out of me. I moved here because I moved to Victoria because it's the city of the newlywed or the nearly dead. I've got a lot more years behind me than I do ahead of me, so I guess I qualify for the nearly dead part. One of the things I've done in my life is write. If anybody knows me at all, if you know me at all, it's from my writing. I left my job almost 10 years ago now, and I've been writing, and I've been doing lots of things online and trying to make a living online. Not that it's all worked, because it certainly hasn't. I've had my books that were published in print years and years ago. I've had them published online for probably since 2011. And the only thing I have written a lot, I've written a lot of stories since then, but I haven't published them. I haven't even tried to publish them. And one of the stories that I did do that did get out was a story called Two Left Feet. I won the Joey Lansdale contest back in 2012, but I haven't really done a lot since. I've been studying online marketing, and in various aspects. I had a Shopify store for a few months. I didn't find that worked out really well, but that's something we'll go into later on, because this channel is going to be about online marketing more than my writing. My writing is probably going to go on another channel. Yesterday I started a new website for the first time in years for my writing, for my books. I'm a horror writer, so they say. I don't consider myself a horror writer. I consider myself more like a supernatural writer. The writings, the uncanny things like ghosts, what bumps in the night, how, let's see, how do I put it? Somebody comes in not to strangle you, but to take you and pull you into the earth. Or better yet, if you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and a snake comes up through the toilet and, eats its way into your guts, that kind of thing. But a slasher horror writer, no, that's not what I am. I've done it, but it's not what I am. Now, going back to our making money online. There's so many things. There's 300, 400, 500 things you can do online to make money. You can sell photographs. You can become a photographer and sell your works online. You can become a coach, especially older people such as myself. If you've got a lot of interest somewhere and you are passionate about something, you can teach that online. And you can teach it anytime online, no matter who's already teaching it, because everybody's at a different spot with their passion, whether it's photography or whether it's writing, painting, making movies, animation. There's lots of things you can do online to make money. Some make more money than others. One of the things that I've gotten involved in the last year is, or part of the last year, is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is, you're the go-between. You're the sales guy on the floor. You're the one selling the computer and getting a commission for it. And this is the same thing. You can get commissions from, 3 or 4% from Amazon, up to 10%, for someone buying through your link. And your link would be on an advertisement somewhere. You're promoting it. You do a lot of work. There's a lot of work involved. Even though affiliate marketing doesn't pay a lot in some instances, there are high-ticket items that go for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. And if you're able to sell one thing a month, you can make yourself $300 to $1,000 a month. And that's not to say that you can't, that you're not able to have many streams of income. Geez, I wish this kind of stuff was around when I was younger, because I never thought anything other than, the old people like me, people going back to the 70s and 80s and possibly even some of the 90s. You're making money. You have to have 3 or 4 jobs, and that's physically impossible unless they're all like 2 or 3 hours a day. So you go from working at Walmart and you go over to Dairy Queen, then you go over, the same day or the next day go somewhere else and somewhere else and somewhere else. And really, your body and your mind can only take so much of that stuff. Excuse me. But marketing online, that's different. It's a lot of hard work, as I said earlier. But the big thing about it is you can have 4 or 5 streams of income. You can be a salesman for some place like ClickBank. You can be a salesman for, Best Buy. You can be a salesman for Amazon. You can be a salesman for almost anything. Just look up affiliate marketing. You're going to find a lot. And that's what this channel is going to be about. My journey into affiliate marketing. I'm hoping to put up 2 or 3 videos a week. Not hoping, I'm going to put up at least 2 videos a week, possibly 3. And if you want to follow me on my journey, click down there, click the subscribe button, set off the bell, because that's the way you're going to find out when I release things, if you're interested at all. One of the best things I've done in the last few days is I've started my own website for my writing, and and while doing that, I'm gonna have links to Amazon for books as well, books I like. There's one horror writer I like a fair amount, and that is Mark Allen Gunnels. He's a horror writer. He's up and coming. He's getting lots published now. He's got a story, or he's got a book out about being a kid, in the 80s. I think it's called Summer or something. Anyways, look up Mark Allen Gunnels. And you can, I'll have it down here. I'll have it right down here. And for that reason, not for that reason, that's stupid. You can click down here to get the book, any of his books, and they're all really good. He's got mainly short stories in collection form, but he does have a couple novellas in that, and he's a very good writer. So, I would get 4 or 5% off that book. But if I was to sell a camera online, if I did a review on a camera, that's going to get me 10%, I think, something like that, 8 or 9%, 8 to 10% if somebody buys a camera through my link. But we can go through all that later. Like, this video isn't supposed to encapsulate everything. You know, it's not here to do that. You know, the first thing this video is to do is to get me back into the swing of doing my own videos. I don't like it a lot. I'm an introvert, so I don't mind talking to myself, but I'd rather do it in a car than on camera. That way people think I'm just talking on a phone or singing to the radio or whatever the case may be. If anybody went by the door now, they'd think, oh, he's flipped. The guy's finally flipped. He's hit the edge. He's gone downhill. He's talking to himself out loud. But, you know, that's the way, that's how I feel. It's not how it looks to most people, I don't think. I hope not. Well, the door's closed anyway, so who cares? Even the dog can't get in. But for now, I'm gonna stop for now and think of something for the next video. As you know, what I'm going to do today, I'm setting up new websites for many things, and most of it's going to be affiliate marketing. My own website will take a couple weeks to get set up, but like I said, I will advertise it here. I'll advertise it on Instagram. I'll probably advertise it on every social media link there is, and then we'll let SEO take over. Don't know what SEO is? Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it down the line, as we would say back home in Ontario, Canada. Down the line. At least Eastern Ontario, where I'm from. My grandparents always said down the line, or the crowd next door. You know, not the neighbors, but the crowd next door. It sounded like we were being invaded. But, you know, that's Canada. We all speak funny here. So, for now, I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll talk to you on the next video.